So yeah, this is the code forces C problem which was given in 813 div 2, which was sort 0, right? You can choose any integer and you need to make all the elements 0 for what is the integer that you have selected over there. So we need to perform this operation any number of times such that it should be minimum and our array should be in the sorted order. So what's your so I'll explain it in a very simple manner. If there is like 3 3 2, what my main intuition is, if you are making something 0, then you need to make all the previous elements as 0, because we can't get we can't get lesser element than our 0, right? See, we'll iterate over this and we'll check my 3 is lesser than or equal to my next element. So I'll continue and I'll again check for this 3 which was greater than. So it is indicating that it is that our array is not in the sorted order, right? So what I'll do over here is, until this I need to make all of the elements are 0, right? Until this I need to make all of the elements are 0. So what are the number of elements? That is only 3. We need to make 0, right? So our answer will be 1. So I'll explain. Let us see another test case to get more clarification, which was 1 3 1 3 and 1 3. First of all, you start iterating over here, my 1 which is lesser than or equal to 3. Then again you'll move over here and you'll check with this, and it is greater than your next element. It is indicating that your array is not in the sorted order. So until this you need to make all the elements 0, because if I make only 3 as 0, then again my 1 will be remained, which will be in like a jumbled order. So I need to make all the elements until this element as 0. So what are those elements? That was 1 3 that we need to make zeros, right? So if we are making 1 as 0, it will become 0 over here. If we are making 3 as 0, then it will become 0 over here. So what is our answer? That will be 2, right? Yeah. So let us have another test case, which was 4 1 5 3 2. You'll start iterating over here, which is greater than this, which is greater than your next element. Then your insert, then you keep a count of this element so that you need to make that element as 0. Then you'll move over here and you again you see it was lesser than your previous element, so you'll keep that. And once you'll reach 5, it is violating the condition. So until this you need to make all the elements are 0. So what are those elements? That was 4 1 5. And again you'll reach 3 and you'll notice that my 3 is greater than 2. So we need to make all the elements are 0 which are present over here, which was like 4 1 5 3. And so the answer, what are this number of elements? That's 4, right? So this will be our answer. So this will be our answer. Let us have another test case. That was 2 4 1 2. This was 2 4 1 2. You'll start iterating. You'll start iterating. Once if the element was greater than this, then you need to make all the previous elements are zeros, which is like 2 comma 4. And you'll again iterate, which was lesser than this. So your conditions are satisfying. So this answer will be 2, right? So it is given as sorry, 2 4 1 2 4 1 2, right? Wait, I'll just 2 4 1 2. Yeah, 2 4 1 2. Sorry, I have forgotten one test case, which was 2 4 1 2. I'll start iterating. Once if my condition got violated, I need to make this element 0 in throughout the array. So it will become 0, it will become 0, and now this 2 also becomes 0, right? So then I'll go for this element, and it is again violating the condition. Now I need to make this element 2 as 0. So what are those elements that you are making zeros? This is 2, 4, 1. So it is, so your answer is 3, right? So your answer is 3. You see, it is already got accepted for me. So I'll quickly show my code. First of all, I was taking the input here, and I'm keeping a temporary vector, and I'm keeping the count which I need to make zeros. For that I have created a map MP. First of all, I'm starting the iterating, and then I'm checking if my so if I'm keeping the character integer count for which of the numbers I need to make it as 0. Like, see, for this condition, what is this is 2 for 1 2, right? Yes, 2 4 1 2. I'll start iterating from here. I'll start iterating from here. uh, Once I'm just keeping all the elements in my temporary vector. See, I start iterating over here. This is my temp, which is containing present 2. It is not violating the condition. And once, if it is violating the condition, if I'm iterating over there, I'm just adding that element into my temporary vector. Once, if it is violating the condition, see what I was making. I was just increasing their character count in my unordered map, so that it is indicating that I need to make that elements as 0. It is, I'm marking those elements which I already made as 0, right? So I'm gonna, if this condition got violated, until this index, all elements should be marked. So my in my map, this character count will be noted like 2 with 1 and 4 with 1. And again I'll go over here, and again see, I'm just increasing my character count, and I'm deleting those elements in my temporary vector. As you can see over here, I was popping these elements, and again when it is starting the elements, it is checking are those are the elements which I have already marked. Because if I'm coming to 1, I need to check for 1 and 2, but I previously made my 2 as 0. So that, so for that purpose, my unordered map will indicate that character count is already there. So you need to make that element as 0. So I'll make this element as 0. See, once if I'm at this position, this element and this element both will be checked into my map. If any character count is present in my map, then that element will again become 0. Then these two elements will be remained. So again this condition will get executed, and again, and this process goes on repeating. So then you'll take an answer, and you just iterate through your map. If your character count is if your character count is present in it, uh, then you're going to increment your answer. The reason why I have put here, which is my I dot first is not equal to 0, is like, in this process, the index for 0 also it will count. My map will count for 0 also, but we actually don't have any elements which are zeros, right? We are making those elements as zeros, but initially those are not the original elements. So that's what I have kept. My I dot first is not equal to 0. And so that if you understand, please do share and click and like and comment.